Good afternoon. It's just gone 5 o'clock. You're listening to Vision Australia Radio, 1197 on your AM dial. Also on the net, radio.visionaustralia.org. And you can find us on your digital radio as well. Look for VA Radio. Peter Greco welcoming you to LeisureLink. Well, we spoke late last year, if you're a regular listener to the program, to Steve Plain, who was doing 7 summits in 4 months for a couple of wonderful organisations. Steve was actually literally just got back after getting up Mount Kosciuszko. Steve, thanks for your time and welcome.
G'day, Peter. How are you?
I'm pretty good. More importantly, how are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. We're actually just back in Jindabyne at the moment and a beautiful sunny Saturday afternoon here, so no complaints at all.
Well, Steve, for those that missed our chat back in December, you undertook 7 summits in 4 months. So just remind us why you did it and what you're actually doing.
Yeah, that's right. So I guess it probably started after an accident I had at Cottesloe Beach in Western Australia about 3 years ago, where I got dumped in a wave and actually broke my neck. And through that, and I guess the time lying in hospital gives you a lot of time to reflect on what you want to achieve, what you have done and what you haven't done, and set myself a goal of trying to climb the 7 summits, which has been the highest mountain on each of the 7 continents in under 4 months. So, and through that, trying to raise awareness and funds for Surf Lifesaving WA and Spinal Cure Australia. And
I was going to say, I'm not sure what you did New Year's Eve, but you didn't waste much time at the beginning of the year to get into it, did you?
No, New Year's Eve was pretty subdued this year. I think I was actually in bed, tucked away in bed by about 10 p.m. and still training at that stage. But we left on January the 7th, and we went. I went straight to Antarctica for the first climb of Mount Vincent down there, where we summited on the 16th of January. And since then, we've been to Aconcagua in Argentina, the highest in South America, and across to Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, the highest in Africa, and then to Carsten's Pyramid, which is in West Papua in Indonesia, for the highest in Australasia. And yeah, just today been at Kosciuszko.
Fantastic. I was going to ask you if there have been any sort of interesting moments. I guess you probably have to write a book or make a film about this afterwards, but has it been, I was going to say smooth sailing, has it been fairly smooth climbing, or has there been some, scary moments?
So far, touch wood, it's actually all been pretty smooth, and we've had pretty good weather, which has been fantastic. I guess maybe one interesting moment we did have was we had some spare time after Aconcagua in South America. We were about a week ahead of schedule, so before going to Kilimanjaro, so we actually decided to do just throw in another climb just for fun, which was the second highest in South America, called Ojos del Salado. It's up in Chile in the middle of the Atacama Desert, and while we're up there, actually got hit with a good 2 foot or more of snow, and that turned into quite an adventure. Trying to get back out of there, getting bogged with the 4-wheel drive and all sorts of things. So that one was a bit epic, but apart from those, the main climbs have all been going pretty well. And
it was 7 peaks in 4 months, so you're obviously on target in terms of your 4-month period that you set yourself?
That's right. We're currently holding pretty well the schedule. So on Wednesday, we fly out for Russia, and there we'll be climbing Elbrus, which is the highest in Europe. And then from there, we'll fly straight across to Alaska for Denali, which is the highest in North America. And all going well at that point, we'll be heading straight down to Nepal in mid-April to attempt a summit of Everest.
So you're leaving the easiest to last?
Absolutely, yeah. Actually, we've done the easy half, got the more interesting half coming up now.
I mean, that obviously, well, not obviously, that would be the biggest challenge, Mount Everest?
Mount Everest definitely is a massive challenge. It's the highest in the world, and the conditions up there, the thin air, the lack of oxygen, the temperature, everything is going to be a massive challenge. But I think also equally on par with that, if not more so, will be Denali. Due to the schedule we're trying to do with achieving this 4 months, we'll be doing Denali in winter, or just on the tail end of winter up in Alaska. So that's going to be incredibly isolated, incredibly remote, and possibly get some, at that time of year, it's notorious for very bad weather, very cold weather. So we're expecting that will be a massive challenge as well.
Tell us a bit more about today. You had a number of people in wheelchairs that were with you as well?
Yeah, so today it's been absolutely fantastic. We had the support of Rotary clubs from Turramurra in Sydney's North Shore, and also Cooma down near the Snowy Mountains. And they've worked tirelessly the last few months to pull together today. And the idea of today was called the Kosciuszko Summit Wheelchair Challenge. So we had 6 wheelchair participants who we took up to the summit with us, and a total of almost 100 volunteers to help assist and just come along for the day as well and support the day. So that was absolutely amazing, and for the guys in wheelchairs, it's something they don't often get a chance to do. So it really meant a lot to be able to do that with them today.
And I guess, as you said at the beginning of the interview, a very empathetic viewpoint from your point of view, given what almost could have happened to you in 2014.
That's right. Yeah, I guess I was very, very close, and at one stage, facing the prospect of potentially being in a wheelchair. So I guess you don't really appreciate the true magnitude of it until you're actually staring down the barrel yourself. And so I can really sort of appreciate. I was thankfully very, very fortunate that my injury did heal and got near full mobility again, but can fully appreciate how difficult it would be for some of these kids in wheelchairs. So the fact they can actually get out and still do these outdoor activities and get them to the top of Australia was incredible. How
did it go for them today then, particularly getting to the peak?
Today went really well. We had an absolutely glorious day, and all the kids in wheelchairs did fantastic, did an absolutely awesome job. And so it took us about 5.5, 6 hours from Charlotte's Pass up to the top and back down. And yeah, everything went really smoothly. So absolutely amazing day.
Well, I mean, you sound as if, you could have been anywhere this afternoon. You could have just had a nice lunch and, catch up with some friends. How are you recovering from things like this? I mean, have you got such a base fitness behind you that, climbing these sort of mountains is no big deal?
Yeah, it's always taxing. I actually did Kosciuszko twice this morning, so I went for a jog up myself early in the morning. Got up there for sunrise, came back down and did the wheelchair challenge as well. So done 2 laps up and down today. But in preparation for this, I have been training incredibly hard, and I guess my training has involved a lot of endurance day after day. And I guess my training programs put me in pretty good stead, I think. So I'm sort of, with the training I've done, being pretty used to push myself routinely on consecutive days. And I guess the body has been, is currently, and hopefully continues to back up and recover pretty well.
Are you as fit as you've ever been, do you reckon, in your life?
Maybe not so much now. 2 months ago, I think I was pretty good. The last 2 months I've lost, just with the travel and climbing things we've been doing, already lost about 4 kilos. Wow. And noticed that that sort of lost a bit of strength with that as well, because that's 4 kilos of sort of muscle coming off. So losing a bit of what I call the fitness I would have liked throughout this journey. But with another 2 months to go, hopefully we can just hold it together to the end.
Sure. Now, you're doing it, as you mentioned, for Surf Lifesaving and also for Spinal Cure Australia. Can people, yes, they can follow you. Can they also contribute to your 2 most worthwhile charities?
Absolutely, yes. So on my website, which is www.project7in4.com, and 7 and 4 in the number 7 and number 4, there's a lot of detail up there. In terms of tracking, I've actually got a live tracker I'm taking around with me, so people can actually follow our progress live time as we're progressing through the climbs and follow as we go. And up there also there's the links for where to be able to donate to support Surf Lifesaving and the amazing work that Spinal Cure are doing to try and find a cure for paralysis.
Just give us that website again, and it's been great following you. We've been lucky enough to be doing that, and really pleased that the planets have aligned literally for us to have a chat today. So we'll certainly keep following your progress. Just give us that website again. Yes,
that website is www.project7in4.com.
Okay, and that's numeral 7, IN, numeral 4.
Correct.
Steve, really appreciate your time, and thanks also to Tanya, who's been great to helping us track you down for today. Good luck, and well done to the 6 people in wheelchairs and also the 100 volunteers that are involved. Good luck over the next couple of months, and we look forward to catching up with you in May when you return.
Thank you very much for your time, Peter, and most definitely look forward to catching up, hopefully with some more successful stories in May.
No, you're doing well. Good on you, Steve.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Steve Plain there, 7 summits in 4 months, an extraordinary challenge, and right on target as far as getting that done, doing it for, as I said, 2 great causes, Surf Lifesaving and also Spinal Cure. And if you want to follow Steve's progress, you got the website there, project7in4, as in numeral 7, in4.com. This is LeisureLink here on Vision Australia Radio.